I didn't want to cover this shit today. I really didn't, but God. We're going to talk about a little something. Let me just adjust the camera real quick. We're going to talk about a little something called Old Number 7, which some of you may have heard of, and some of you might not have heard of it. So yeah, that's today's topic, which I'm going to try and explain to you as far as I got. Yeah, obviously there's a warning for this one. This will include an explanation of very horrible animal abuse. So yeah. So when I say Old Number 7, what's the first thing you think of? For me, it used to be the Jack Daniels bourbon whiskey, but not anymore. I can only tie in Old Number 7 with this disgusting fucking thing that exists on the internet. Is completely legal to watch and is now accessible by many people. Now, I couldn't watch all of this. I wasn't going to try and watch all of this. I knew I wasn't going to watch all of this. I could not bring myself to watch this. So, what is this thing we're going to talk about today? This is a 51-minute video of 7 different clips, all titled with different things as to what's going on in the video. The video basically centres around a dog, and it's 53 minutes of this dog going through the last 53 minutes of its life, basically. Now I'm going to put a second warning in here because this is the most vile fucking shit that I've ever seen. I mean, this is just its own. It's just its own thing altogether. Like, I'm not even going to bother placing it with things like Funky Town Gore or Snuff R73. This goes in a completely new category where this is just a guy using a dog for what I can only presume is his own sort of sick, disgusting fucking, not fetish. It's not a fetish. There's no bestiality in it whatsoever. Let me just make that clear, because that is fucking illegal. It's just a guy using a dog for his own sick, basically, recording. That's it. It's just a guy torturing a dog for 53 minutes. 53 whole minutes. It's disgusting. I've got nothing to say about this thing apart from it shouldn't exist. It shouldn't exist. This man is using an animal which is considerably weaker than human beings for his own pleasure. Let's bear in mind that there's some background to this, and that this guy is apparently 60 years old. What a fucking disgusting way to live. At 60 years old, you should be looking forward to retiring from a job, a real job, not getting fucking paid to torture dogs. Sick bastard. Honestly, this video pisses me off, and I don't want to make this today, but I've noticed that there's only one other video on YouTube that covers this, and this is Plague Moth's video, who I watch religiously. The video basically starts off and there's this dog and he's on this sort of camouflage tarp sort of thing, and I'm not going to show any screenshots. You're just going to have to listen to what I say. Don't think about it. Honestly, don't think too much in it. Don't go looking it up. I don't know if you'll find it. I won't even bother. So it basically starts off, and there's this guy, and he's basically he's playing with his dog, like it's all love and cuddles, and he starts showing it off, poking its balls a little bit, which is a bit fucking weird, and its bumhole, which is also weird. I don't know, stimulating it or something like that maybe. And he's just playing around with his dog. His dog's having a good time. His dog thinks that it's there that day to play. And bear in mind, this looks like a really old dog. It's sort of like a black Labrador. Excuse me, a black Labrador breed sort of thing, I suppose. Is it a Labrador? I don't know. It's a black dog. Let's just leave it at that. And that dog's there that day. He thinks it's going to go and play. You know, it's just there for a day out. Dogs have no idea what's going on. So this dog's sat there, and yeah, after he's done being all friendly with it, shit kicks off, and yeah, here we go. So he basically he grabs the dog, and he starts sort of tying duct tape around its snout and its mouth so it can't bite, and he wraps it all around his head. He's just so rough with it all the way through, obviously, and he starts tying this duct tape around its head, and he puts a stick in its mouth, and he grabs the dog's legs, its hind and its front legs. Sorry, it's put me off a little bit. I do apologise. As it fucking well should. If anybody watches this, if anybody's seen this and comes out of it without being a little bit shaky, again, I said this with Funky Town Gore, you're not a human being. That's about it. But yeah, he grabs the dog's hind and front legs, and he ties them onto a stick, a long stick, and he proceeds to tip the dog upside down, and that's basically clip 2. Clip 1 was all the dog hugging and stuff like that, and clip 2 is basically him tying it up, preparing it for probably the worst time of its life, or it's the last few minutes of its death. So the third part, that was basically what he does in this third part, is he basically starts digging into the dog's snout, and he's putting some up its nose, and obviously it's in pain. I don't know what it is, apparently it's pepper spray or something like that. And obviously the dog's flailing about at this point. He's not happy. He knows that coming out to play that day was not just playtime. He was there to have some sick, disgusting things happen to him. So once he's done that, he basically cuts the snout of the dog open, and by this point the dog's flailing about. He's pissed off, he's hurt, and this is where I had to turn it off. I had to turn it off after this. Honestly, I couldn't do it. I can't do it. You know what I'm like towards animals. I love animals. I've got 2 dogs of my own, and I wouldn't ever wish this kind of shit on them. I really wouldn't. He basically slits the snout open, and the dog is thrashing around, and he basically grabs the stick. This guy puts a stick near his nose, and the dog's thrashing wildly. He's trying to bite through the stick, and he does. And at this point the dog's just there with its snout cut open, and wood chippings all in its snout stuck in there. And the dog also tries to it tries to do its fight or flight response, and it tries tearing at the duct tape that's wrapped around its legs, because it wants to break free so badly. And at that point I thought, I can't do this, I can't watch this. So I turned it off, and for the next 5 minutes or so I'll just describe to you guys what I've heard, because I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch it. I can't do it. I draw the line at this kind of sadistic, disgusting shit. You know, putting down another species as a human being. It makes me really lose faith in humanity. It really does. And this is me speaking from the heart. Like, I haven't even planned any of this shit out. I've just sat here today and I've just gone for whatever the hell's on my mind right now about this video. And I think that everything I'm saying is straight from the heart. And it's a disgusting piece of work. And the worst thing is, people sell this shit on too. And they might trade it for other disgusting shit. And yeah, you can imagine that happening. And apparently this thing is a real Darkweb video. I believe that is the case. However, don't quote me on that. Yeah, apparently this video just gets worse from there. This dude proceeds to chop off the dog's genitals and violate it with its own genitals. And I've got no words to say about it. I've got absolutely no words to say about it. There is not a single word in my brain dictionary that I can say to tell you guys how fucking disgusting this thing is. I don't know. Honestly, you can tell by the pauses, I've got no fucking clue. I don't know what to say about this thing. I really don't. Apart from explain it and just explain it and try and get through it. It's just so difficult, let's be honest. But yeah, he chops the balls off and the penis, I believe, and violates the dog with its own genitals, in which he also uses a blowtorch on the hull of this dog. I might be getting my facts mixed up here, but this is just what I've heard from it. Yeah, he uses a blowtorch, and he also proceeds to violate it with a sex toy as well. Or what I can only presume is a sex toy. And once that poor animal's been through that, they beat it to death, punch it, kick it, and then they eventually hang the dog. Yeah. There's not much else I can say about that. It's disgusting. It's bad. I didn't want to talk about it, but it's not been covered on here before. And I'm lost for words. Let's be honest. Completely lost for words. I don't know what to say. Apart from, I really hope this shit gets taken off the internet. I really do. It needs to go. It's not right. Now I know, this is going to a completely different topic. I know there are such things as the crush fetish, which I've never actually covered on here yet. Again, because it's animal stuff, and I like to avoid animal stuff when I can, because I think the abuse of an animal is fucking horrible. It's horrendous. It's human beings, and I've said this before in the Earthlings documentary, it's human beings using their own power and self-worth to look down at something such as a kitten or a puppy and get some sort of satisfaction out of it by hurting it, torturing it, basically making life painful for them. And I think it's the sickest shit ever. It really is the sickest shit ever. But yeah, guys, that's about it. That's all I can say about this. Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry for all the pauses. It's just hard to find words over something as awful as this. It really is. And I hope you guys understand that, and you've kept with me this whole video, just so you guys know how fucking sick the human race can be. This is probably one of the worst things I can cover on this channel and will cover. So yeah, with that, guys, thanks for watching this this video. Maybe like, subscribe, click that little bell in the bottom there next to the subscribe button, and I will see you guys in the next video.